Again podcast. Let's meet again on that podcast. Talk about what's hot, what's not, what's in, what's out, what's happening around the block. You know, Again Podcast by Brian Smith.
So Dana, what?
In some way.
Yeah. Kadara, do you think these big superstars, some South Africa is very, they've got pet snakes, they know what they got for the superpowers and riches?
Well, I think it depends more on your got shortcut or you believe more talent or more
Yeah.
So it's all about that, man. Every day, bargain. The gangster the way they tell me musicians the way they tell me but all shortcut you can either choose to take shortcut or the road.
This shortcut is the question do you believe or it's a halal?
But come on, I go to go inside but yeah, Magai naga believe.
I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Again and again. Once again, welcome to the Again Podcast with me, Mr. Smith. Today I've got the biggest musician, Morasti. If you don't believe me, what's the biography of this guy?
Yeah. Shout out.
So Ndana, please tell the people who you are and what exactly do you do?
Oh, I'm just simple guy, man. Random. Just like any other guy. I'm kidding, man. I'm a guitarist. I was raised in a Christian background, so like this thing of music started from childhood. So we had a family choir, so everything started from there. Started from the family choir, then I found myself. Then when I started getting older, I just noticed that I really want to play guitar. I don't really like all these things. Yeah.
And then who influenced you back in the days when you started? Like that person who influenced it, or you know what? There could be any musical instrument, but you know what? I wanna be a guitarist.
Oh, there is a good man in Wayaga. Well, we are so close even now. Baragashel. So we used to idolize a guy a lot for church when we grew up. Because of Lee and I get that thing I wrote in Alentwana. Because of that time I had no idolize. He was also still at high school. So Nadala Gumangope. This church things it's out about the assembly. He used to play Gumangope. So Ronaldo meets it from church. So I used to idolize a guy so much, Baragashel, V-Power. So yeah, shout out to Shell. Shout out to Shell. Yeah.
And was Shell the one who discovered for Maramfana?
No, it wasn't Shell. It was a friend of Shell by that time. I don't know how tight the relationship is now, but it was Richard City. Muricho. Yeah, Muricho was the one who was like, you know what? So he became a big bro to me. So he was somebody I could look up to. So yeah, he was there for us, me and my bros, especially the Chomitego Hotel. They understand, they know where I come from. So yeah.
And basically, as a musician, sorry to fumble. As a musician, do you think school is important?
Yeah, it is. It is, man. It is. Yo, I went to Orbit. I did like N4 of music, jazz and popular. So I have noticed a lot of things that we don't know about the industry, like royalties, like I didn't know I can produce a song or like a jingle for a game. I didn't know there's somebody who can make money out of gaming songs, those songs that they play in the gaming. I didn't know there's somebody who actually make a living out of that. I didn't know there's somebody who actually make a living out of radio jingles and TV jingles. I didn't know there's somebody who's making a living out of soundtrack, it's a movie where I recorded the natural soundtracks of the footprints in the like the footsteps. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
Then it really gets a music business, and that's when I understood whatever. There's a lot to learn. So I think school is important for the guy.
And right now, where do you categorize yourself in your career again?
Oh, that's a deep one. Yeah, that's a deep one. Well, I wouldn't categorize myself really, but I've switched to being a producer.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, where I feel like when you age, you want to people to understand the sound that you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
So for me, I've switched from being a musician or a sessionist to being a producer. You understand? So yeah.
And the type of music do you produce?
Oh well, my favorite genre is Afro soul. Because I've been playing this jazz music for quite some time, these jazz shows for quite some time. So my favorite genre is Afro soul because I'm more familiar with it than any other genre. Then jazz, yes, I love it, but it's tricky. It has a lot of rules that you have to
comply. Yeah. And you know, when we work at jazz and there's hip hop, there's amapiano, there's quite. How do you feel about this American drum? Every sound that comes from Africa, maybe it's Afro trade.
That's bullshit. We need to come to a point whereby these people, they need to realize, or as much as le rona re khona tlhaloganya gore gona le di ballad, gona le your samba, gona le your Latin, gona le your hip hop, and let's only the hip hop, gona le your trap, gona le. As much as they feel like when we don't know these things, we don't koponyana, we are illiterate. I feel like Lebanon, they are just being ignorant on the line, because of if you are interested in something, you have to study about that thing so that you understand it more.
And what do you think we can do to change perspective here? Because look at we've got big names that came out of South Africa, the likes of Kaifa Seminya, the likes of Brenda Fassie. Man, those that did amazing things internationally. Men Boy doing amazing things now. Nasty C is in the US and stuff. What can we do as Africans to show those people who know, man, guys? You guys are not taking us serious. Because look at how they treating the Koreans now. They call all music from Korea K-pop. That's it. The same way they call the music from Africa Afro. That's it. So how can we change their perspective?
I think we should stop entertaining them more. Like we've idolized their lifestyle, the way of doing things. I think like we've looked up to go on a tata or one to in such a point that like back then when you were a garden boy. Bruh, you can't. You're a 7 English breakfast or a garden boy. No ways. Because of normally when you know we are about to make groceries, we just offloading. But yeah, I think it's that, man. We just have to focus on us, and then studies. The same way we studies in hip hop, we studies in history of hip hop. Let's give them the task.
And to be honest, the reason why I ask you this, I don't know if you are a sports fan or you watch soccer and stuff like that. There's an English player, he's a legend, played for Liverpool, Barry Jamie Carrick. He said AFCON, it's not been really taken serious. It's the lowest of low. But if you watch AFCON last year, it was the biggest. I think there's a possibility that Africans can cause an upset in the next World Cup.
Yeah.
So I feel like not only more music, but also in sports, these guys are not really taking us seriously, because I feel like they feel a template and said we only the lower class.
Yeah, true, man. Because of Happy, everything starts from the education system. And fun, like are very realistic. If all a blinded a ball is rare rock route to deep and periods of sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because of another thing re guide Vanavarona to such a path where you can always study and then one nale something so sweet and let's one invest most one. But at the same time reinvest in we don't know how to balance. And then the countries in China level China or Barabolaga. Ebrawagamana great Rico China with so I think if we can look at that point maybe we can change the thing level never serious redevelop one sharp babe sharp academically out there yambora o grandma na hotola le 17 mara hana metric young so re already ustofile bana ba 80,000 hope ya hore they can make it without metric although really more than 80,000 people more country ya rona ba sena metric ba khawateha.
And some people fail to understand your talent can only push you so far.
Yeah.
Because with education, you can become a different beast. True. If you go to recording labels like Bosoli and stuff, without education, you're not gonna stay on the seat. But okay, you've got talent, stay there. Let's call people who are qualified to be on the boardroom and start speaking. Now that person about something saying you guys are against. Like, how actors are now fighting for the royalties and stuff like that. So I think it's about time we started telling the young generation, guys, go to school, study these things, change their perspective.
Joe, this thing important too much because of even the music business book itself. How would you know how to calculate your royalties if you didn't go to school? How would you know how important it is for you to register your songs if you didn't go to school? Some of the things are not a system set up. It doesn't work that way.
Actually, let's dive into that. It'll be an interesting thing. How do you calculate the spreadsheet? Honestly, you've been in both sides as a musician and as a producer now.
Yeah.
So you have to understand now. If I come to you and start working on a song with you, how do we calculate the spreadsheet? Plus, you've studied that.
Okay. The truth of the matter, we need to talk. Like I did a song earlier on with Gobi, TLT. It's a song at TLT, is a featured song. So what's happening, we look at like Spanish society more tricky. In fact, you guys can about 50% of the song of the royalty, whereas when you were an arranger. Or when you were just was there those small inputs in studio and then we end up setting numbers so that learners can know effort it was nothing by the way did the way you put so this thing we talk about it but also remember Sambro has their way of calculating. They know if you are an author, they're gonna give you this much. If you are a composer, they're gonna give you this much. So they look at spreadsheet setup, and then they're gonna round off whatever AU from there. But if you decide to then
especially I feel like the sessionistic guys, you guys are flipping them off because what's in places stuff, then the Mufa 200 and God child.
I think it influence you again on that thing. Yeah, not knowing these things. You know, there are people where I build a relationship with a boy. I wouldn't want anything from them, but the royalties are getting me. Because of happy, you know, if I collab with you, you gain my friends, I gain your friends.
Yeah.
So it's all about that. They're not going to collaborate. That's really what I need to make money out of you. But in a later stage, I know I can make money out of whatever that we did.
And how do you feel that these upcoming artists, you know, they've been ripped off and next, guys? What's your advice for Bona in closing? For Bona, what can you tell them? But Andrew, when you come, do we sit down first before we do the song? Or do we work and after we work? Andrew, now then I'm okay.
I feel like no, you're not simple, man. We have a Sambro, the pages of a Sambro on Facebook, on Instagram. We have them also on WhatsApp. You can get an app. Number able or direct this automatic thing answer you anytime. So also we have the group Joe or Facebook whereby niggas will tell you this is how it's done and then people happy about on post or guys I wanna release how should I do this thing? You go to Facebook and type Sambro. You're gonna see there's a lot of groups, Risa, Capasso, there's a lot of groups. Niggas are advising each other on how to release. Before you say you're releasing, make your researches first. Be involved in these small things that like these workshops, small workshops. You don't
really need to go to school.
But if you attend the workshop or this minor workshop, remember, like I knew you can only perform standard band joy of jazz if you have original music and it's registered under some.
Later on.
Mara likely I'm a sessionist by the time. So get the artist. But knowing who like artist, I wanted to know what does it take you need to register. And later on I understood there are gigs also so you need a visa code for you to be able to perform.
And then I've known you Upusha the Macguitar brand for a while. Okay, give us a small glimpse on how did you brand Macguitar to be such a powerful household brand?
Well, you have to be consistent. That's what I can tell you, and then you have to protect your image at all costs. Even if you go out, just know you are an artist. You're not just a guy who's trying to hook up with girls and go home. Because of the more you treat yourself like a king, the more other people treat you like a king. They would beef with me, but they wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't even come close. They wouldn't even come with a fake smile because of they know I treat myself like a king, and I will tell you straight up, bruh, stop playing with me. So it begins with respecting yourself more. If you respect yourself and understanding this is where I'm going, this is what I want, these are the type of women that I deal with. Also, it also matters because of you can't be chowing around and say you're a proper brand. No, man, doesn't make sense. You have to understand the type of women that you deal with. You have to understand the type of people that you hang up with. Also, because of protecting a brand, bruh, it says a lot about you. Even the things that you post. Even the things that you post, they matters. You go to my page, it's clean as hell. I'll give a billionaire my link now. Without no doubt. And then when if a billionaire says, give me your link, you're gonna have to do some work. You're gonna have to do some cleaning.
And how do you feel that those people vary? Any publicity is good publicity, whether positive or negative. Whether I post nonsense, I'm beefing here, it's making money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it has to be well executed. One if it's bad publicity and then it can ruin you sometimes.
Sometimes it's about pocketing.
Yeah, so if it's well executed, my guy, I don't think why we shouldn't do it because of it's there. In the music business, we have to make you trend in order for us to give people a certain direction about you.
And now that you know your brand, you know what you're doing, you have a goal, you have that impact where you need more resting back. How long have you been doing this?
I've been pushing the brand since 2013. Then obviously I've been in the music industry for quite some time, but pushing the Macguitarsa brand started from 2013.
Yeah, I read 20 years plus.
Yeah.
In that 20 years plus, there's been fallout, there's been a peak and all that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, how much money have you made in a month as a musician? Rough estimations, come for direct amount.
They are good, man.
Yeah, on your peak. Okay, on your peak, this was a good month, and at the lowest.
In fact, like Hagasa Bolelemak, the credit channel level December, you'd make approximately
100,000.
I don't want to say 100. Let's start from 50 to 100. You remember, you have to pay people.
Yeah.
It's not like I have a team, so but plus 50 to 100, yeah.
And then your lowest it's not working.
And like how whatever game you know, over zero, like Lenake Patela Rente and like you understand, yeah.
And the reason why I'm asking you that, people to understand, sometimes people think because of you are doing this, you are in the limelight, social media is buzzing over you. Yeah. It's not money coming in.
No.
Just like TV, we can record something now. People will think, okay, this guy should be an animal, cast their generation. Only to find that only extra, only 2000. 6 months ago, nowhere now, not next. Yeah. And how do you deal with such things like bootleg texts?
I think once you mature as a guy, you have to sit down and then say your state, like where you at, more life or financial, so that they understand. Because of at the end of the day, you have to be in the media then you have to be present before
you have kids.
You have a kid. You can be there, and then everything. If you it seems like wow, like you're not there. But bro, like I had to put them more for na if holy sharp. They know I'm a happy person. I let them and then my mother knows that so I don't see why and then greedy. Yeah.
Especially Bona, sometimes you want to pick up along the
yeah, so
like especially when you're downfall, study months.
True. Because of like remember COVID, I had to go home, bruh.
Yeah.
I had to go and start fresh. And we do it by that time and I feel yeah, no, ke thomo baba ke photography chale lo kisi dila ya bule banna guitarist khono tsa la re mo rastimbe like ke feel no, you know what, everything is coming along. Mfana COVID and I had to sell the equipment, the drums, I had to sell and fit to or ke khono gaola. So yeah, mfethu skana normal gaming is all about fun, it's all about the rider. No man, there's a reality striking. Komorago, remind you are actually a normal human being, supposed to have food, supposed to have shelter, supposed to have security, supposed to feed your people.
So when I'm gonna grande
ay ngimfana ka gore o kila bona fetso ke na mo gaming dilo monate paperwork I saw the sharp o tizitsa strata ana mfana di session fee di khono go juta di o filisa go sharp
yeah
kande no bra gona le zaga e leng gore wi kanile tsene gape go thoko your royalties it's is our UIF basically of it. Now only musician and then Wataga and then you have nothing.
Zero.
But this thing has to die. This thing has to die. Yahore Utagosna Silo as an artist. Yeah,
for you and all that. We don't do something.
Because of Ukagige one or it's a 10,000 one. Marupala go patela funeral cover 150. So that thing it has to die, man. We have to be more responsible.
I'm happy already you mentioned the support system and Mele and all that. I want us to talk about a sensitive topic, mental health.
Yeah.
Especially when COVID-19 was happening, when you couldn't provide. When I waited 100 rand, nearly half. All the guys baba funela ngara ntwana tipa lo rena re lla ya ka wena mmeke wa eat mental health and then how do you deal with stress and anxiety you know this mental health and that's
it. Okay, let me talk about lockdown. Found that I was affected. I won't lie, I was highly affected to such a point that I had to isolate. Yeah. And I'm one person, when I'm not okay, you won't see me go public, but when I'm okay, you get papa blind.
Yeah.
So like, I had to go home. I had to start over. And then you've always been a big bro, you've always been there for one, and then they have to see you starting all over again. Or Sherale wanna save, or Sherale wanna Colgate. So I wouldn't lie, that thing in Kawata, big time. It's just that when you have but well on worry, you can rely on they always come in handy because of you can always be able to talk to somebody. This is how I feel. Because of Nagong is not about Hormotao to the bag, it's all about this is how I actually feel. So I think like bra if you breaking down you have to cry so that you can stand up on a sharp. I've been that guy for many years, so now I believe I'm this strong guy,
independent.
Yeah, independent. Nothing will break me. But I've seen myself like is it gonna work? Is this music worth it? I'm like, did I choose the right career path? I had to question myself, but I only realized or I'm 50, nobody does it like me.
And you know the thing, independence, I think we've been independent for so long. You're standing up on your own. Then that day you come back home. You know the change here and that. Why do you want to look out? No, only chase a 6-piece.
True.
Mariano got a good group. Telefugana and a that's a more complete number.
Like you have to cooperate. To write a job, you have to cooperate because of how weak it is.
Yeah.
And then let that thing like the when you're artist rather that lavish lifestyle so doing an fail and fit you have to stick to reality to Shabaga and fit. I got you got a Shabaga in fact. So but I love the fact that Hori sits for Saro. Hasena like makak. You need to eat that. you need to eat that, you need to eat that. But when I'm a Tswana guy in fit too. And then our best meal is bogobe ka morogo. So I won't feel embarrassed or I'm not taking more stage in sales and I'm at my lowest. But I can feel better that much. You know, I feel like happy when there are people looking up to you, especially the fan. And for the fan, it's on it's by a different pressure. I won't lie, family I have pressure but the fan, the expectation in a happy and we buy. Korolo pull up a just like the middle of one on his.
Yeah.
Or when I will turn up of it's like Camilo of to Hoheremi Martin, Gandeno man. Yeah, it doesn't happen that way. At the end of the day, Rabatwadi, we know how to prioritize.
Yeah. And speaking of friends, how do you deal with crazy friends? Because I know there's probably a story, a crazy friend, maybe go gigging or in public. How do you deal about it? Because now I'm awkward girl those things. But hey, I saw you there. I'm always awkward girl. So when maybe how do you deal with it?
Well, I'm not easily approachable when I'm on my corner there, lady Nchasaga. I'm not easily approachable. So I think the most craziest moments let's wanna get a gig. When I get gigi, you can't help it, bruh. Somebody's happy there. Because of even the Mediterranean, you actually wanna hit on that. So, but also, we don't want to take the Mediterranean. The more they see you present in the media, how the more they want to buy you. Go big stage, but we tend to want to live with the guys so that we can have more fun. Like the way we communicate to change, but crazy boy about change. When I have so that I suffer me wrong impression. You know how it works.
And as a live musician, touring and performing, go to clubs and the jazz festivals and all that, tell me your worst performance and the greatest performance you've ever had. Like experience the worst performance and the psychology that happened during that day, and the best stage to be at.
The worst performance it wasn't based on
probably technical and stuff.
No. My worst performance was more like an emotional breakdown state. Like what happened was I always had this gig and it's far. So I had this gig for 6 months. They booked me, they paid me, and then I lose a very close friend. A very, very, very close friend, and I can't be there.
There are those moments.
So, bro, I had the most horrible performance that I can ever imagine because I'm a problem solver, man. I'm also a sound engineer, so I don't believe in this thing already. Sound is gonna ruin my show. No, man, I'm gonna make it plain. I'm gonna make the plane and perform and then go home get happy because I don't believe in this thing already. But it's a Spanish how or say confident. You have to make it work, bro. You have to make it work. So I feel like performance here was based on that. I lost a friend, I couldn't go and pay tribute to go here.
And how was the response, the defense? Because I think defense didn't have a superhero.
Yeah,
once you're performing, once you're on stage, They look at you, they expect you to be on your height every time. Forgetting you're a emotional being, you are going through the most just like them because but you don't wanna relieve that stress.
Bro, I didn't know I had an impact at all until you know how I love to introduce this young artist. So I would put like maybe 3 or 4 boys to perform or one before me. And like people will be coming to me, what's happening? Is this your show or not your show? So like I feel like given a fella pressure, but at the end of the day you have to be bold. You have to be bold and be able to say, alright, no, this is what's happening, and then I feel a bit. Because at the end of the day we have to introduce these young ones.
And on a lighter note, greatest performance, greatest stage to be at, is home your favorite place, or maybe when I'm talking at it?
Hey bro, like I have, according to my page stats, I have more friends in Pretoria. I have friends in Botswana, few in Botswana, Namibia, Nigeria, few United States, only less than 5. But I feel like the most friends that I have are from Rustenburg and PTA. PTA and Rustenburg they are showing me some love.
I was with guys the other day, Rustenburg and PTA like cousins. So.
I feel like influence you according in donuts are already gelezara. If they do donuts actually the artist is so kasi and then can I influence you again but the age my first performance I feel or yo boy I wanna Super Bowl on Fana di Metro. I never perform but I was a guitarist. I did most of the arrangement on the songs that day. Fana yo. It was a dream come true. Performing go functioning on my solo. Also with Tuks Senganga. It was a highlight. It was a highlight. 2024. Like even leading artist. Hale go huiting fana ka ke bona post ole da as an artist, go work for it. So for me, Nelo ne highlight and great. Also the performing gospel and doing jazz because of also as a jazz student. It does a big stage and I'm thinking about Richard Bonner, your Nathanist, your full play. So for me,
And collaboration Tuks Senganga. Where did you guys meet? How did you meet? And the work relationship between you two and the mentorship you probably got from him. Take us through that.
King of Montago, right? But I think I think he's a raw guy, like very raw, traditional. Papa Gamoro. Like I told you, we are Tswanas and we are proud to say we are Tswanas. So like Grotmane, we met go Grand Cafe. So I was the music director of the band at the time. So we killed this song. As musicians we have the way of playing, style of playing and whatsoever. So I think like he vibed with how we played at the time. So and then he wanted to keep contact. So I think like nearly the thing we just had a great performance. So one June does it there. And then we met Rabe Kespanades at a company yeah, theater, rakopana. And then he was like, this guy knows my songs. If I see this guy, he's already sharp. But then we performed, and then he came to me. He came to my house. He paid the visit. I thought, we need to work. We need to work. I love how you play my songs. I love how you like you coordinate the band and all that. So it started from that, and then we started hanging. Like Richie Lagofela, he would call me and say, "Don't go perform my feet. Do you wanna join in?" Yeah. So I feel like is relationship here and it build you more the transparency because of the growth man man ha interest with the young tse tsa hore re tshwere mana no ha go leveling you. He's a family man, he has a family to feed. So I feel like people like that are the ones that inspire me more.
And you know the moral of your story, listening to you, these young guys should understand work. You don't know who's watching.
Yeah, true.
You don't know who's watching.
True, bro.
Look how you guys met, and he looked at you and saw a talent from a young guy.
True.
I'm gonna jump in at this boy, to move a plug and stuff. So I hope young boys who are doing something, whatever it is, whether you're in business, whether you are doing something on social media, stay the course. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's your biggest fan. Yeah. And I'm proud, Hore, at least you are giving the light, especially what you're doing with the younger kids.
Yeah.
And speaking of younger kids, let's talk about the youth here Rustenburg in 2025. What do you see, and what do you see in the next 20 years, Rustenburg, in terms of entertainment?
I wouldn't lie, because of PTA loves Vibe Yamuras.
Yeah.
Joburg loves Vibe Yamuras. My style of dressing, people will say like, "Are you from Joburg?" No, I'm not from Joburg. I'm from Rustenburg. And then they start to engage once you talk about Rustenburg. So like Kari, Bo, Nana, Rex, small drum like your cheese lagudura, your dintwana atemfeti. Inova felore, it's a buyer rebolava fela gore. We can't collab and make this thing work. One time, the ego, rotana very ego, very eventing. Over target no hold and fit. You marry. Fit you just. I'm feeling like
I've been here for 20 years.
Cheese and fit to. Can take it like a sharp. I go train. But now I have to come and greet you. Like for so great, I go and time regulate. So, but I feel like Joe. Directionary theory no yana we are going there because of karata le effect ya hore rebato punya ntse re le mokas bona re tswile mo that thing ya hore bona Josie o go blow up o go reclaimela hore wena you are from Josie. You're from Soweto, you're from Domsi.
And sometimes, you know, the certain guy Josie, or sometimes you guys are the two people who go to Josie who pump.
Yeah, Papa Bambi. So
if you build the following here, by the time you go to Joburg, you already know, you know what, I can still go back home and make a review.
Like those small numbers, I can't people think we poker or a game, but when you are doing it and then I get to Joburg and then somebody came in some group, and make guitar group and then learn like a salad maca. Cannot. This is not the as a level. Then if you waking and then it's who impress anybody. You get linked up from people from far. If you work, you're just gonna get that thing from yeah.
And do you think all social media platforms and Spotify and all that, they killed radio? Be honest, do you think radio is dead?
Yeah,
let's get all the time.
I go to bolela mara. Nna ke feel because of you have to be like okenya data or dala music because Spotify, and then you're gonna spend like more than 5 hours wait the thing or charge it or go or refresh it. How to phone how you play Spotify background though. So like nako ya radio automatically is dead. Ba kalang is ke felore how santso la le batho ba batona go jarateng ya go la le principles tsa go phela kana go e retsa yana kana go e re le ipeletse TV re le TV, and then kana go ina raja, and then kana go ina we do this. Yeah. So for me radio you go like batho ba batona for night child re switch it go AI in future.
And then in closing, I want us to talk about community initiatives. What are you doing in community besides plugging the boys? What else are you in the pipeline, or what are you looking for?
I don't really love to say about such because of Hutusa. And then
it's not supposed to be glorified.
Yeah, for to like I've lived like that for quite some time, but I'm one guy who carrying Morastinbeg. I'm proudly to say Dindana to the Etang music you get it saying the program for the give it saying it's about I'm going na Bantaran Hori Barakupa platform. I always give them platform. That's number one. Number two, they are programs to get the charity. I've got the foundation, so there are programs to get but I can't dwell deep on it. But we do go to the prison, we do the visit, but yeah, I don't wanna go deep into that. Yeah. But basically, I feel like when you are an influencer, somehow you have to pay back to the community. Yeah.
And Nana, anything to plug for 2025? What's Mac working on? Anything on the pipeline? TV, radio, maybe we can have residential radio estate.
I've been working with Gobi. I got with the feature at TLT, basically. Yeah, TLT amazing. So Gobi did an EP for me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been producing an EP for me. So I recorded the vocals and the guitars.
Okay.
So we should see it more
on social media platforms.
Yeah, before summer. Because of I didn't want to rush the project because of it's a new sound. My piano, private, but it's just a new sound. Shaking marketing.
Yeah. Alright. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Family.
I don't want to go deep into everything that I do, bruh, because of it creates a lot of expectations from people that are watching our content, people that are close to us. So I wouldn't want to go deep into detail, but just that it died until otherwise say I'm gonna introduce the first day, make backyard sessions, whereby it's a platform for any artist. But when you come, but I'm gonna only allow people to perform their original music.
Okay.
More original than covers. Because of Ndona Zinyani Nuyana, the platform. Telling they are good in to marry equipment how they can push their thing. So it's a platform that's gonna happen at the backyard every Thursday from 3 p.m. till 10. Yeah, so
it'll be on YouTube and all that.
On YouTube, we're gonna live stream, we're gonna pre-record. Basically, we wanna jog it into an get content so that you can have something decent to post. content ya Mokamoreni we kopelele one.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, and Donna, you'll send us details. We'll put them on the comment.
Yeah, sure.
And Donna, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time. I hope you could really Donna in everything you do. Thank you for supporting these young boys. Again and again, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's been me, Mr. Smith. Tshepo Macguitarsa. Follow him on all social media platforms. Get Tshepo Macguitarsa everywhere.
Everywhere, bruh. But on TikTok, it's Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mac. Away, we out. Boom.